Hello, my name is Jordan Beach, and I'm the founder of Curious and Driven. My purpose is to connect young, aspiring individuals who want to become all they can be. I'll be presenting this today with the COO of the company, Taylor Nims.
Hello. So 2 years ago, we started our first business together called Three Peaks, selling outdoor themed t-shirts to a young customer base. 500 t-shirts and over 10,000 in sales later, we found ourselves constantly thinking back about the one unexpected and unnecessary obstacle we faced along the way.
Which was we felt alone. We were shocked by how hard it was to find young, curious, and driven individuals like ourselves. We kept looking for like-minded others who wanted to think big, who had goals, and who wanted to grow and become more, but we had no luck. Without being able to find others we could relate and connect with, we found ourselves immersed in an unsupportive environment.
When Three Peaks was nothing but an idea, we shared it with people. We were young and we were thrilled about the idea of starting our own business. The response from those around us, though, was discouraging to say the least. We were told it would never work, that it wasn't realistic, and that no one wanted to buy our t-shirts anyway. We were told a lot of things, and none of them were encouraging. These were the nicer ones. Others just made fun of us, called us losers, and generally they didn't take us very seriously. We found ourselves in an environment where distractions, conformity, and low expectations were the norm. Later, we learned that this is a normal experience for most young dreamers. It's so common for young people to be told what they should do or what they should think. And if it wasn't for me and Jordan providing the support to each other that we did, there would have been no Three Peaks. We would have never acted on our idea. It would have died before we ever started, along with all the growth, opportunities, and positive experiences that followed it.
After some reflection, it's clear that we were only able to pursue our goal of creating Three Peaks because of the support Taylor and I were able to offer each other. We've dug into this and we've identified three things that we did which made the biggest difference in our pursuit. First, we had weekly meetings, which were huge. This is where together we would share and talk about exciting ideas that we could both relate to. We would discuss what we were currently working on, as well as what we wanted to do in the future. It provided an opportunity to talk about our problems and come up with solutions. Secondly, we had our daily accountability calls. These were massive. It was always easy for us to get fired up over a great idea, but when the next day came, it was much more challenging to execute on it. Having someone hold us accountable to do what we said we were going to do was invaluable. It was the difference between having our idea and bringing it into the world. Lastly, a tremendous component that led us to creating Three Peaks was being able to reach out to one another through the whole process. We did this via messaging, sending each other ideas, questions, sharing victories, and more. The ability to always be in touch helped us to feel supported through the entire experience. This support that Taylor and I were able to offer each other, along with these three components, were what empowered us to continue moving forward. With Curious and Driven, we want to offer this to the world. Our mission is to create a community for any young, curious, and driven individual who has the desire to become all they can be, to create a place where young dreamers can come together and connect with each other, and a place where they can be supported, held accountable, and flourish. And most of all, a place where thinking big, striving towards great goals, and growing is the norm.
As you can see, we're going to be offering all of this for a $10 a month subscription. Here's what's going to be included for our members.
First, we have our weekly calls. Each week, we'll have a new topic that is relevant to the community's interest and will be selected by a poll. There'll be three thoughtful questions which will be on the topic, and the group members will be able to split off into random breakout rooms to dive deeper into this subject. This will allow the members to continue speaking with new people each week, making sure that each call is a completely unique experience. Even as the community grows larger, the breakout rooms of 4 to 6 people will ensure that the mastermind calls will always be a personal and engaging experience.
The accountability check-ins are next. These daily video calls will have members split into pre-made groups of 4. Here, the members will show up to the daily video call and tell their group in a breakout room whether they followed through on their goal for the week. This is a quick check-in, but still leverages the pressure of social credibility amongst the group members to effectively ensure the best results.
Third, we have our online community. The online community will be available to our members at any hour through Discord. In the future, we'd like to develop our own proprietary platform to host this group. In the meantime, this will allow members to connect, get feedback, find answers, or seek any advice at any time of the day.
When it comes to speaking to our audience, we have a pretty good idea of what's going to resonate with them. That's because we're both one of them. We'll target our niche on the same platforms that we find ourselves on and speak to them in the same way that we would want to be spoken to.
For our market, our total available market is $4 billion in the US, and our service available market is $400 million. This represents the proportion of our total available market that has an interest in growth and developing themselves. Our serviceable attainable market is $25 million, and this represents our market here in New York State.
As you can see, each of our competitors has an issue with accessibility. Either it's the university program or the quantum mastermind where there's too many barriers to entry, or it's something like time theory where the course is open to literally everyone, which means the group's going to be less concise and there's going to be many people in there you don't relate to. Whereas in our group, it's going to be only individuals 18 to 25, which is exactly what we're looking for.
Another strength is how we implement the community. It's peer-to-peer. It's not some guru to a customer, professional to professional, or even a teacher to a student. It's young individuals working together who are pursuing goals.
Here's our team that we have assembled. Each of us brings a unique set of skills and strengths to the table, and together we will have covered all of our bases.
Before we ever considered the idea of Curious and Driven, we sought out communities where we can meet and connect with the young, driven individuals. After trying out everything from day trading communities to entrepreneurial Facebook groups, we found ourselves disappointed. This led us here to 2021, where we're aiming to create our own solution. As you can see, we're planning on launching our in-person retreats in early 2022. These retreats will provide an essential source of early income in the early stages of the business when subscription sales aren't as substantial. In addition, we believe that the people who participate in these retreats will develop a close connection with both the company and the other attendees. These personal relationships will greatly increase their chance of becoming active, long-term members of our community. This will help us grow a strong base of dedicated members that we can rely on for years to come.
To give you an idea behind our financials, our retreats will be $300 and consist of 10 people per session, with session sizes increasing by 75% year over year. For our expenses, we're planning on it being about $75 to acquire a customer, and that's estimating on the safe side. Online course sales budget starts as $5,000 and then doubles every year, and our retreats have a profit margin of about 50%.
If we got these funds, we would use them first by investing in our marketing and sales. This would allow us to grow our community and reach the individuals who could benefit most.
The second and admittedly more exciting part will be beginning to develop our own community platform. This will make the user experience simpler and easier for our customers, along with introducing new functionalities like pairing people with accountability partners who share their particular interests, have a similar business, or even have the same personality type. This will make it easier for our customers to connect with one another efficiently as the size of the community scales.
In conclusion, our passion is connecting and supporting young individuals. With your help, we believe that we'd be able to make a positive impact on tens of thousands of lives. Thank you for your time.